Junie B. Jones and the Yucky, Blucky Fruitcake. Chapter 7. Winning! Room 9 looked very fun. Music was playing in that place, and children were marching in a circle. They were stepping on big squares of paper with numbers on them. That's the cakewalk, Mother explained. You walk around in a circle until the lady stops the music. Then she pulls a number out of the hat, and if you're standing on that square with the same number, you win a cake. Mother pointed to a table with cakes on it. See all the delicious cakes you have to choose from, she said. I looked at all the delicious cakes. Then my mouth got very watering, and I did a little bit of drool on myself. All of a sudden, the music stopped, and all of the children stopped too. The cake lady reached into the hat. She pulled out a number. Number 5, she said very loud. Hey, that's me! I'm on 5, shouted a boy with red hair. Then he ran right to the cake table and picked out a chocolate one for his prize. Yum, I said. This looks like the most delicious game I ever saw. Gave the cake lady my ticket. Guess what, I said. This is my last chance to win a prize, except for I won a comb, and I also got to throw a sponge at a kid I hate. Plus I jumped till sweat came on my head, but then I couldn't find my shoe named Leather, and so this is how come I have a sock foot. The lady looked funny at me. Yes, well, good luck to you, she said. Good luck to you, too, I said back. Then I skipped very fast to the squares with the numbers on them. Okay, ready any time you are, I yelled. But the cake lady kept on waiting and waiting for other kids to come. It took a very long time. That's how come I got ants in my pants. I did huffing and puffing. Then I folded my arms. Then I tapped my foot very fast. Hey, I'm not getting any younger over here, I shouted. Finally, the cake lady clapped her hands. Boys and girls, I'm going to start the music now, and I would like you to march in an orderly circle. But remember, as soon as the music stops, you stop too. After that, she turned the music way loud. I did my best marching. My feet were very bouncy, and my knees went high and high in the air. Then all of a sudden, just like before, the music stopped, and all the children stopped too. The cake lady reached into her hat. Number 3, she hollered out. I looked down at my square. Hey, it's me. It's me. Look, I'm standing on number 3, and so I'm the winner, I think. Mother clapped her hands. It is you. You are the winner, she yelled. She had relief on her face. Go pick out a cake, any cake you want, she said. I zoomed to the cake table and looked at all the yummy flavors. There was chocolate and orange and lemon and white and coconutty and cupcakes and donuts and brownies. Also, there was a secret cake wrapped in shiny aluminum foil. What kind is that one? I asked. The cake lady wrinkled her nose. Oh, I don't think you want that one. That one is a fruitcake, she said. I smiled real big. Yay, I hollered. Yay for the delicious fruitcake, 'cause fruit is the bestest thing I love, and so that's the one I pick. Mother shook her head. No, Junie B., it's not the kind of fruit you think it is. You're not going to like it. I stopped smiling. Yeah, only that's not fair and square of you, 'cause you said I could pick any cake I wanted, and now I picked the fruitcake, and you say I can't have it. Mother rolled her eyes up to the ceiling. Fine. Take the fruitcake, she grouched. She lifted it off the table for me. No, me, I want to carry it, I hollered. It's very heavy, said Mother. Yeah, only that's how come I have muscly muscles in my arms, I explained. I bended my arm to show her. See? See my muscle bump? That's how strong I am. Finally, Mother put the fruitcake in my arms. It dropped on the floor. Whoa, I said. That is the strongest fruit I have ever felt. Now do you want me to carry it? Mother asked. No, I said, 'cause I just got a great idea in my head. Then I put my heavy cake of fruit down on the floor, and I dragged it right out of room 9. Chapter 8. The most usefulest cake I love. I dragged my fruitcake down the hall. Mother walked behind me. Her cheeks were very sucked into her head. Want to drag it? Want to drag my cake of fruit? I asked her. Mother said the word, I'll pass. That's how come I dragged my fruitcake to the moonwalk tent all by myself. And guess what? Daddy was waiting with my other shoe. It had gotten stuck under that big tent. And we didn't even see it there. I put it on my foot. Hooray, I said. Now everything is happily ever after, 'cause I have my shoes named Pat and Leather, and I also have a delicious cake of fruit. See it, Daddy? See the cake I won? Daddy looked at my cake in shiny aluminum foil. Then he looked at Mother. He shook his head very slow. No, he said, don't tell me. Mother rocked back and forth on her feet. Yepper, she said. Daddy closed his eyes. You mean she picked a fruitcake, said Mother. I jumped way high in the air again. Yay, yay, a fruitcake. I picked a fruitcake and now I would like to see what it looks like. Only I can't even lift this big guy off the ground. Daddy picked it up and set it on the table. I pulled off the aluminum foil and I just stared and stared at that thing. It was brownish and slickish and there was slippery shiny on top. It got rotted, I said, very quiet. Mother smiled a little bit. It's not rotten, Junie B., she said. That's just the way fruitcakes look. I looked closer at it. Yeah, only I don't even see any fruits in this gunky thing. Daddy pinched off a little piece for me to look at. He showed me some hard green things and some hard yellow things and some hard red things. He said those were fruits. I put my tongue on a green one. Yuck, I said. Bluck. Just then, I heard a voice. Junie B., Junie B., look what I won at the cakewalk. I turned around and it was my bestest friend, Lucille. She was running at me with a box of fluffy white cupcakes. They had beautiful rainbow sprinkles on top. See them, Junie B.? See how delicious they look? Said Lucille. Yes, so I said. Lucille looked at the table where my cake was. What's that? She asked. Did you win a cake too? Can I see it, please? I jumped in front of it. No, you cannot, I said. Only Lucille stood on her tippy toes and she peeked right around my shoulder. She made a sick face. Ick, she said. What happened to it? Nothing happened to it, that's what, I said back. I quick put the aluminum foil on it again, then I climbed up on the table bench, and I pumped my muscles, and I lifted my fruitcake way high in the air. This could kill you if I dropped it on your head, Lucille, I said, very straining. Lucille ran to her Nana, speedy quick. After that, I got down from the bench, and I dragged my cake of fruit all the way to my car. Daddy unlocked the door for me. Get in and I'll set your fruitcake on your lap, he told me. Yeah, only that thing will squish my legs to flatties, I said. And so Daddy put my fruitcake on the seat beside me. I climbed on top of it and buckled my seatbelt. Hey, I can see out the window when I sit on this thing, and it doesn't even smush down, I said. Daddy made a rhyme. Fruitcake, the seat you can eat, he said. Yeah, only I never even want to taste this yucky, blucky thing again, I told him. Mother smiled. But that's the great thing about fruitcakes, Junie B., she said. You never actually have to eat it because it never goes bad. Fruitcake has been known to last for years, said Daddy, and if you ever get tired of it, you just put a bow on it and you give it to someone you hate for Christmas. Then him and Mother laughed and laughed, only I didn't even get that joke. Pretty soon, Daddy drove the car into our driveway. I carried my fruitcake into the house, except for just then it started to slip out of my arms, and so I quick plopped it on my kitchen chair, and I climbed on top of it again. Hey, look how big I am. I'm all the way raised up to the table. And this fruitcake doesn't even hurt my behindy. I smiled very happy. This is the most usefulest cake I ever heard of, I said. After that, Daddy carried my fruitcake into my room for me. He put it on my shelf, then him and Mother tucked me into bed. I waited for their feet to walk away. Then I took my flashlight from under my pillow and I shined it on my fruitcake. The aluminum foil sparkled in the dark. It was the most beautifulest sight I ever saw. I smiled some more, 'cause I'm a lucky duck to win that special thing. And also, I appreciate my comb.